Let's talk about it!
If you could go back to yesterday, would you change the outcome with your mom and dad?
I didn't want to become the monster that they made me to be.
Come out with your hands up, you're under arrest.
But that was the last straw.
Located just minutes from Zion National Park, Washington, Utah is a small city surrounded by breathtaking natural beauty. But on June 18, 2024, just after 7 p.m., residents of an affluent enclave are startled by the sound of gunshots echoing from a nearby house. Multiple neighbors call 911. Within minutes, Washington City police officers arrive at the home of 70-year-old retired maritime engineer Joseph Bailey and his wife, 60-year-old Gail Bailey. When officers make entry into the home, they are met with unimaginable violence. Gail Bailey is face down on the living room floor next to a blood-soaked couch. She's been shot multiple times. In the hallway outside the master bedroom, police find Joseph Bailey sprawled on his back in a pool of blood. He's been shot in the head. The victims are pronounced dead at the scene. With no sign of forced entry or missing valuables, detectives theorize whoever shot this couple came here with one intent: to execute them. As police quickly secure the scene, a frantic neighbor flags down an officer. The neighbor says someone entered their house uninvited.
It's 6X units. We got a neighbor who ran into his basement. He doesn't know who he is.
Unsure if it's the killer, police swiftly take action.
Police department, step outside! If you're in the basement, step outside! He's coming. He's with a female.
The unarmed man identifies himself as Corey Bailey, Joseph and Gail's son. The woman with him is his wife. Corey tells officers they live with his parents, and they were in the house when they were murdered.
Corey, I know this is hardest thing you've ever done, right? I need you to tell me what happened today.
So, me and my wife were downstairs watching the... All I know is I heard shooting upstairs, and then my mother yelling and screaming, and then I locked the door to our room, and I started opening the window, and I got her out, got myself out. By the time we were climbing out the window, he was pounding on my door, trying to open it. And then I heard gunshots at the door there. I think he's trying to shoot the door open or something like that, or trying to shoot in where we were.
When officers ask Corey if he knows who murdered his parents, he doesn't hesitate. He says the killer is his 28-year-old sibling, Mia Bailey.
He's schizophrenic. He's been going through a lot of issues lately and transitioning.
Corey reveals that Mia is a transgender female. Mia's birth name is Colin Troy Bailey.
Any idea where he'd be headed now? He started pounding on our door as soon as we were going out the window, so I have no idea. I don't even know how he got here.
So he doesn't live here?
No. He has a protective order against him already.
Corey says he got a protection order against Mia after she pulled a gun on him last year.
What was he driving?
I have no idea.
We don't know, we just ran away.
What does he usually drive?
He usually drives a yellow Kia.
Okay.
Police learn Mia is homeless and has no fixed address. They immediately issue a bolo alert, hoping someone will spot her.
Control 6 Alpha 1. The only description I could get was skinny, slender, about 5'9". Sometimes wears a wig, unknown how long his hair is today.
Believing she's armed and dangerous, they also issue a shelter-in-place order for the entire surrounding area. As CSI techs continue to process and photograph the crime scene, the victims' bodies are removed from the home and taken to the medical examiner's office. Meanwhile, officers canvass the neighborhood, looking for potential witnesses.
Did you see anything or hear anything up here?
No, I didn't hear anything except sirens coming.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
No worries.
During their canvass, a neighbor comes forward with new evidence. She says her home security cameras captured Mia's car and Corey and his wife fleeing the house.
I have that car pulling up at this time, and then these guys come running down at 7:12. So I can show you the full footage if you want.
Yeah, are you able to capture that or screenshot it?
Screenshot.
Or however you could do to share it?
Yeah, I screenshot it. I think I could share this video too if I can download it.
Okay, yeah, if you could send those over, that'll be great. And then
yeah, because we heard it, and I watched him drive off that way, but I don't.
He did drive off that way?
Yeah, he went that direction. I'm not sure.
Okay. So was that him arriving or leaving?
Arriving at 6:58, he passes our camera.
6:58?
Yeah. And then they are running down yelling shots fired at 7:02.
Police obtain a warrant and track Mia's cell phone to a location just a half mile from the crime scene. But when they arrive, it's a dead end. Mia's not there. Her phone has been discarded on the side of the road. As night falls and the manhunt for Mia continues, a detective makes contact with her maternal aunt.
So I just wanted to kind of talk with you real quick and see when the last time you talked with Mia was. And
5:47, I called her because her mother had called my mom, our mom, and they have not had a great relationship. And I said, what's going on? And she said, my mom, she's very upset that her mom had called the hospital and put off her sex change operation. So she ranted a little bit about that, and then she said, I'm sorry, Aunt, I shouldn't yell at you. And I said, that's okay. I mean, it was a very, calm, fairly normal conversation.
Okay, so nothing, she wasn't acting super crazy or upset, anything that would make you concerned that something like this was going to happen?
No. A couple weeks ago, she went into the hospital to get her meds fixed around. And she came out, but she's always been very docile around us. But, we completely call her Mia, and her sex change is fine. She doesn't have the things with us she had with her parents or whatever.
Yeah, can you help me, can you describe that a little bit? Help me understand her relationship with her parents?
Well, she had the incident with her brother, and then they, took out the restraining order, so she had to leave, and she's kind of just been here, there, and everywhere, and I don't really know, because I haven't had a relationship with my sister in 2 years, so I never talked to her. I have no idea how often. I know she talked to her dad more than her mom, but I don't know. Last I heard, the dad was taking her up for her sex change operation. Now, that's what she told me, that Dad was going to drive her up and stay with her. The next thing I knew, it was off. And I just heard that today. So I don't know when that happened.
Mia's aunt says her son might know more about Mia's state of mind. The detective reaches out to him.
I was given your name and number, told to call, and you might have more information as far as Mia's possible location, where she's been, what her mind frame has been, what her mental state has been recently, what she's upset about right now, that kind of thing. What can you kind of help me? Do you know where she's staying?
She was staying with me until last night.
How long had she been staying with you?
Just a couple days, 4 days maybe.
How's she been the last few days? Like anything
delusional and paranoid, mentally ill. I mean, I can't put it any more frank than that. Not making sense. Like, I don't think she's in any right mind. Obviously, she did what she did, but I'm just saying, like, she's not herself, She's clinically insane at this moment, So this wasn't like a one-day thing where she got excited and did something horrible. This is like her brain has been in this state for a while.
Mia's cousin says her mental health issues were too much for him to handle.
What was she doing? What was she doing, or what was she saying last night that made her want to leave?
She was yelling about she had lost some money in a scam, and then she was saying somebody at her residence had pointed a gun at her, and it was traumatic. And then I was like, okay. And then she started saying, and anyways, he was poisoning me anyway, and he was putting devices that produced radiation near me and microphones in the walls. And I said, all right, And I realized at that point you can't argue with somebody who's that far gone. And I just said, all right, you need to leave. I need you to get some mental help, you know, but for now, I can't house you, you know. It was very cordial and stuff, and I helped her bring her stuff to her car, and I said, yeah, I love you, I hope you get some help.
Okay.
As detectives work through the night and into the early morning, they catch a break. Around 1 a.m., a patrol officer spots Mia walking on the side of River Road, south of Washington. He radios for backup. Officers and K-9 units arrive and get into position.
Yeah, this is the St. George Police Department. We need you to cooperate with us. You're under arrest. Please put your hands up, have your hands cleared, walk towards the headlights slowly. Please comply.
Mia responds by raising a gun to her head.
Mia, stop right there! Let's talk about it!
You can't let him get down.
Mia, stop right there! LT, he's walking towards the house. What do you think? He goes towards the house. Do you want us to take him out?
Officers weigh the risk against the outcome. If they pursue Mia, there's a chance she could kill herself or open fire on them.
No communication, just gun to the head.
Now we can't see. We need lights.
They decide to stand down, and Mia slips away into the darkness.
Damn it.
So we lost her in this yard here?
She went on the left side, somewhere around there.
As the sun rises, the pressure to find Mia intensifies. Then, around 8 a.m., police get word that Mia has been spotted again. This time, she's in an open field in St. George, less than 5 miles from the crime scene. Local authorities and SWAT teams descend on the area.
Mia, this is the St. George Police Department. If you come out with your hands up and comply, you will not be injured. Again, come out with your hands up. You're under arrest. Mia, this is the St. George Police Department. You are surrounded and under arrest. Come out with your hands up.
Surrounded by police, Mia indicates she's ready to surrender.
Come to us! Walk to us! Keep your hands where I can see them!
Hey, I'm gonna throw him out right.
Right that way. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Okay, go down on your knees. Go down on your knees. Put your hands on the ground in front of you.
Yeah?
Yep. Yes. Slide your body back until you're laying on your face.
Okay, like this.
Slide your legs back until you're laying down. Stick your arms out by your sides. Keep going. Turn your palms up. Do not move.
While Mia is handcuffed and taken into custody,
Those aren't too tight, right?
an officer recovers her gun nearby.
I'm back here taking pictures of the gun.
It's a 9mm, the same gun police believe Mia used to kill her parents. Mia is given water.
Just a little bit left.
Then she's placed into an ambulance and taken to a hospital for medical evaluation. Police locate her car in an empty lot nearby and impound it. Later that day, Mia is transported from the hospital to the Washington City Police Department.
Get your knees as close to here as you can. That's probably gonna be the most comfortable. Thank you.
Detectives read Mia her rights.
Are you okay to talk to me?
Yes.
and then try to piece together what set off her deadly rampage.
I have talked to a lot of people, but I'm not so much curious as far as what happened, but I'm kind of curious kind of what led up to it.
Let's see, being homeless after my family's abused several times, and
Okay.
Being 20 grand in debt.
You said you were homeless. How long have you been homeless for?
Well, let's see, I moved out 5th, so.
The 5th of?
Last month.
Oh, so May? The 5th of May?
Or maybe June. One of those dates, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. 5th of May or June?
I think it was June for the most part, but
Okay.
again, homeless.
Where have you been living?
Well, I stayed with my cousins for 5 days. I paid them $250 because I didn't want to be a bum.
Yeah.
And, well, let's just say he kicked me out.
Oh. How long ago were you kicked out?
Yes, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. So maybe is that kind of what?
Yeah, I guess you could say it's 11 o'clock at night, so the day before yesterday.
Okay, so 2 days ago from today.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. And so, what was the reason that you were kicked out for?
Well, I was kicked out because my cousin wouldn't let me. He asked, "Why are you up so sad?" And I told him there's a lot of things I need to understand, and that my neighbor pointed a gun at me and other stuff. So nobody believed me. Nobody bothered to investigate, and this is not the first time it's happened with somebody like that.
And then you said you were $20,000 in debt.
Mm-hmm.
What does that come from?
Well, that comes from our loans, because my brother's. This comes from my credit cards.
Okay.
It's expensive to be a single woman and trans on top of that, so.
Okay. So what kind of like I said, I don't know all the ins and outs of it. What kind of expenses do you have doing that?
Well, it's like $512 a month just doing the trans stuff, so that's like getting laser treatments and medication to before until I got an auto injector. That was $125 a month, so then a lot of stuff adds up.
Oh yeah. What type of medication?
Just HRT. You want to know the specifics, but yeah.
Is that hormone replacement
Therapy, yeah.
So being 28 years old now, at what age did you know that you wanted to transition?
I mean, since I was born, but the earliest I can remember is 2.
Did your parents know prior to that?
My parents knew, my mom knew for 3 years, since 2019.
Okay.
July.
Was that a big topic of contention between you and her?
It wasn't a huge topic, but she was more like, how could I put it, not very supportive. She was in shock, just didn't say anything. And then she's never supportive since, and she kept calling me my dead name and a bunch of other stuff, so.
Mia says she was scheduled to have her long-awaited gender reassignment surgery the following month in July.
So they have a payment plan, and I had insurance. So they paid me about half of it at least, and I was going to do like a payment plan.
Okay.
But my dad was going to help me with a little bit of it, so.
Oh.
According to Mia, her surgery was all set to go until her mother put a halt to it.
What led up to it was, I got a call from my social worker from the hospital, and like apparently kind of broken HIPAA in a way. They shared the details of the hospital, but the worst one of us all was my mother contacting them to say no to the surgery. And, well...
So your mother contacted the hospital?
Yep. And so I knew I could probably appeal it with just if that, but she wouldn't. To say I was very furious, and I asked her, I don't want to hear excuses. I want to hear an explanation, and I'm sorry, and I'll do something about it.
Okay.
Anyway, she can't say sorry to save her life, apparently. And I tried giving her so many chances through my life, but that's besides the point. I had one thing going on, and she took that away from me.
I guess I don't. Can you help me understand? So, with you being your age, how is your mom in control of that? Yes or no? I mean, you're how old? Almost 30?
28, yeah.
And you're still getting, and your mom is the one that's saying yay or nay on a surgery that has nothing to do
It
with
was more like she was trying to sabotage it. She has always had boundary issues, that's why I never told her where I lived.
Do you know what she said?
I didn't get the details. That she just said some stuff to the doctor. You're gonna have to ask the social worker. She's kind of like the assistant, but the first contact of getting scheduled for surgery.
Mia says her mother's interference was the ultimate betrayal, especially because her parents knew how much the surgery meant to her.
I told her I was going to kill myself several times, and I needed this so bad, and my mental ability was declining, and that's why I needed that surgery. I knew I was going down regardless, but I was like, well, enough is enough. I'm taking somebody with me.
So when did you have that decision that enough was enough and that it was gonna?
The same day.
Same day.
Yeah, when she refused to apologize.
So when you walked into that house, was your mom your only target? Your dad just got in the way, or were you?
No, my dad was part of it, though, to a lesser extent. He didn't have my back when I needed it most once again. So.
Gotcha. So mom wasn't a target because she basically betrayed you.
She was a target because she betrayed me.
So
the biggest.
And then dad obviously is part of your mom. They're one and one.
They're both involved in it, and they both in it.
Yeah, because I just wanted to.
Just lesser.
I wanted to make sure that I clarified as far because that's what was confusing. If your dad was willing to pay for a little bit.
Yeah, and then he changed his mind on it because he didn't sell a Chevy and all that stuff. But
were you able to tell me what happened at your parents' house?
I got parked there and pointed the gun. I told myself to throw away that part of me, really, that hesitant, like always. And I ran in the door and shot at her first a bunch of times, trying to make it quick. Dad was instant.
Where was your mom when you came in the door?
She was the second chair, or a chair closest to the TV, or the white couch, I believe.
Was your dad in the same room?
No, he walked out, what's going on, and I pointed the gun at him and didn't say anything. I shot twice my dad, and then I went downstairs with my brother, and I said, "You ruined my life." It wasn't so much him. It was directed towards a message about my parents.
So was that your intent? Were you hoping that it would hit him?
Not really. I knew it was gonna hit him. He barged the door and stuff, and I just like, F him. He's not my main target.
Afterwards, Mia says she went back upstairs.
Go back upstairs and do one more round on Dad just in case. Make sure he's dead.
Before she left, Mia says she realized her mother was still alive.
I do remember actually coming up just in case because I heard her bleeding quite a bit, choking. Okay. So I went to shoot her again.
Okay. So do you remember if was that after you came back upstairs?
Yeah. It was Dad first.
And then you heard your mom that she was still
kind of alive. Yeah, some noise, or still kind of alive. And then I shot her again.
What did you use to kill your parents then?
My gun.
Gun? Is it the same gun that you had when you surrendered to the police?
Yeah.
If you could go back to yesterday, would you change the outcome with your mom and dad?
I don't think there's any way of changing their minds, so no. If they change their mind, which I know they're not because they're so narcissistic, I mean, it would be played out completely differently. Their answer was on them. They had their chance. I didn't want to become the monster that they made me to be. Okay. I really wanted to be good. I really did.
Okay.
But like I said, that was a last resort, a last straw. I don't regret it. I hate them.
After her interview, Mia Bailey is held in jail on multiple charges, including 2 counts of aggravated murder. Despite severe mental health issues, in October of 2025, a judge rules Mia is competent to stand trial. But the following month, Mia pleads guilty and mentally ill to 2 counts of aggravated murder and aggravated assault. At her sentencing, Mia remains silent, but her attorney reads a statement on her behalf.
It brings me great pain and regret of the events that followed. I was not in a stable mindset at the time, and if only I had gotten help, this would have been preventable. It makes me want to die because I can't live with myself. I am sincerely, deeply sorry to my family that I committed this atrocity. I wish I could earn forgiveness in time.
But the judge shows her no mercy.
Your acts on that day were very chilling. The gravity of the circumstances, again, are there. And as to the sentence today, the sentence should and will be consecutive sentences. Spalian case 2415-01193 to the charge of aggravated murder, a first-degree felony. You are hereby sentenced to serve 25 years to life. Count 2, aggravated murder, first-degree felony. You are hereby sentenced to serve 25 years to life. Count 3, aggravated assault, a third-degree felony. You are hereby sentenced to serve 0 to 5 years. All these at the Utah State Prison to run consecutive one with the other. Restitution will remain open. You are hereby remanded to the Department of Corrections to serve this sentence. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court will be in recess.
Great, thanks.
You are not alone. If you need to talk, the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available. Simply dial 988. Help is just a phone call away.